Welcome back into Wave Listens Live. I'm Michael Vanover, joined now by two very special guests. We have Lindsay Fleming, the Senior Vice President of Elder Advisors to my left. And also to my left, we have Autumn Schneider, the Director of Client Services with Elder Advisors. Ladies, thanks for being here today. I appreciate it.
Yes, we're glad to be here.
Now, we are missing a couple of our esteemed guests. Larry, Steve, where are they?
Yeah, so I think Larry, Steve, and John, actually, all three of them have ran off together for some sort of romantic weekend getaway. I don't know where they're at, but nonetheless, we've got it. We can handle it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Totally fine. All right, so again, I know a lot of folks are familiar with seeing you guys on the show, but for the folks that are not, if you could give us a little bit of background on all the different things Elder Advisors does.
Oh my gosh, it's so much. So Elder Advisors is a firm that we're just working with folks in the community to either three types of planning that we do. We do crisis planning. So if somebody in Kentuckiana is out there has a loved one that is at a nursing facility or in rehab or failing at home, repeat hospitalizations, that kind of stuff, you guys are in crisis and we're here to help. We also do some pre-crisis planning. So like we're not there yet. We don't need placement, but things are starting to kind of, we're spending more time at the home. I'm having to cook dinner for mom or dad more often. That's pre-crisis planning. We can help. And then pre-planning. So we've got folks all over Kentuckiana and clients that are out living their best lives, maybe newly retired or retirement's just on the horizon. And we're serving those clients too. So that's what we do, and we're blessed to do it.
One of the things I think that you guys see a lot, Lindsay and Autumn, is people wait, and sometimes they wait. It's never too late, as you guys have talked about. But talk about the implication, Autumn, if you would, about waiting too long.
Well, we do like to say that it's never too late. So the way I look at it is if you're in a nursing home, it's not too late. I mean, if you still have some assets, we'd like to try to preserve those as much as we can. But, call us ahead of time. Call us ahead of time. We can start looking at things, kind of get an eye towards what you might want to do, what you might need to do. Maybe you're not really there yet on a nursing home. Maybe you just need a little home care. We work with a lot of great people. We have a lot of people we can refer out to for that. So in all different aspects of it, it's never really too late. And
we talk about all of this at the workshops that are coming up next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, this month only.
Yay,
so we talk, come out and see us. So we're going to talk about all of this good stuff at the at the workshops. But people don't. I'm going to say it right. People don't plan on failing. They just fail to plan. And wherever you're at, for a single person, we can protect about half of the assets. If you're a single person and you're going into care, we can protect about half of the assets. For a married couple, we can usually protect all the assets. But what we can do, especially, again, if you are nowhere near a nursing home, you're not talking about that, maybe you just retired in the last year or two, you can come in and there's things we can do for you today that will help that road just be a little more smooth, right? So that's what we're...
Yeah, a key is a power of attorney. And so if you come to the workshop, you may learn a little bit more about the power of attorney and other tools that we might be able to help with that the Steve Langdon, who's ran off with Larry and John apparently.
They're on a romantic
weekend.
There
to talk as a guest speaker, but he'll be able to tell you, what tools that you might need later in life that really go a long way.
And I don't want to speak for Steve. But I think a lot of folks, some folks in Kentuckiana may be going, well, we got that. We did the power of attorney a couple years ago or whatever. A lot of our clients that we're working with the legal component, Steve has noticed, is the power of attorney just in the last 30 days, there's been a change in the verbiage and the law. And so these powers of attorneys they need modified. And so even if you feel like you're okay, come on out to the workshop, have a conversation with Steve. It's absolutely free, and just make sure that you're in the right place, because a power of attorney done 3, 4, 5, certainly 10 or 12 years ago may need to be looked at, may need to be just updated
Things
a bit.
change, right?
They do, absolutely.
Maybe you just aren't thinking about somebody else who is on your power of attorney. Maybe you just need to update that person.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. That's a really, really big key.
And I bet those things happen all the time.
All the time.
You just don't fail to plan, right? Do not fail to plan.
Yes.
All right. So before we were on the air, Lindsay, we were talking a little bit about the sandwich generation. You taught me something I had not heard of. Tell our viewers about that.
Okay. So I love the sandwich generation because I grew up in one, right? So when I was about 14, 15, 16, I was living at home with Granny B. God bless Granny B. Love her. So my mom, part of the sandwich generation is when you've got adult children that are raising minors, right? So we're parenting minors, but also caring for aging parents, and usually all in one home. So that's my life. I came home from school, and my granny would be like, "Don't tell your mom, but I took the car out." And I'm like, "Grandma, I'm 15. I'm the one that's supposed to be taking the car out." No, Granny B was doing it. So, you know, that's the sandwich generation. Those folks are busy. Those adult children. You know, my mom, that was a stressful time for my mom. You know, she's obviously raising children. That's hard, right? And then she's helping, you know, grandma age gracefully at home, caring for her at home, and everything that goes along with that. So if you find yourself as part of the sandwich generation, we can help. We can help. And so, yeah, absolutely.
Now, we talked a little bit about pre-planning. We're going to talk about that more in the next segment, which I'm excited to talk about. But again, pre-planning, but also crisis planning. You guys do that, and you guys are accessible. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting folks in. If you come to the workshop, that's the first thing. Come to the workshop. And then we have, when folks call, if you can't make the workshop for whatever reason, when folks call, we're getting people in. You're never waiting more than a week for an appointment. I mean, we are. That's what we do.
Yeah, we work off your schedule. We'll be able to come in after 5 o'clock if it helps with the work schedule, things like that. Larry's very accommodating, and we all are. You usually get my cell phone at the workshop, so I'm able to schedule from there, and or if you have questions and everything. But I'm always available. I make myself available all the time. I take phone calls at 8 or 9 o'clock.
You don't stop, do you?
When you're this passionate about what you do.
Right.
You know, it doesn't feel like work. And so, you know, we are accessible, and we can help, you know, if the house is on fire. And this is an example. I mentioned this the last segment or a couple days ago, but we were working some pre-planning, right? Some pre-planning with a family, and it's like, oh, well, my mom's at a nursing facility. Well, they've been paying privately at this nursing facility for like 2 years. Well, we can't get that back, but mom still has quite a bit of assets. We can protect half of those today.
That's why we say it's not too late.
We can protect. It's not too late.
Yes, you may have spent that, but let's try to protect what you have left.
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
Our goal. And it feels good to be able to do those things.
It really does. It's such a blessing.
Autumn, if you don't mind touching on placement a little bit. So a lot of times people are, you know, they're coming to terms with they have to make a move. Mom, dad needs help, whatever that is. So, what is placement like with you guys right now? Kind of take us through that process.
For starters, you have to call. Once you call, then we can jump on and kind of get to work on where you are. So whether you want to stay at home for 6 months and kind of, you know, slow walk it, baby steps is what I always say. Or if you're ready to go in 2 weeks, so I would jump in, I would work on your behalf. Just try to find a facility that works for you, mom, dad, whoever. The means, you know, is it dementia? Is it just that they aren't able to walk anymore? Different things like that. It's been really tough, guys, with COVID. It has opened up a little. I don't want to jinx it because I've heard some things about the world, you know, COVID world. But right now it's been better. People can go in and still see their loved ones, but it's all part of placement. You want to find a good place that they can call home and that they feel comfortable. And that's just part of what I do. I mean, just holding hands.
Autumn does a phenomenal job because, you know, she's looking at geographically, right? We want somewhere close, probably.
If
you probably want to be close to mom or dad, maybe not, I don't know. But we look at location, but also
the care. It's about the care.
It's the care, and it's
if
the
that
niche.
place next to you isn't what mom or dad need, then I want to find a place
100%.
that they're going to get
even
the
if you
care
got to
that
drive
we
a little bit further, it's worth it.
Because it's specialized, and Autumn knows that. Autumn knows the way these centers work. She knows what this one specializes in and that one specializes in. They all have a different feel and flavor, much like all our homes have a different feel and flavor, and this is your style or whatever. That's important when you're talking about placement, and Autumn is genius, super mastermind on that. Placement angel.
Aww.
Placement angel.
I learn every day. I'm always learning new stuff.
Placement angel.
Yeah. So
I need a halo.
It is just so much more efficient, y'all, than sitting down and Googling.
Right.
Nursing homes in Kentucky, Anna. I mean, have you all done that before? It's
you
like
have access
4,000
to a specialist right here. That's right.
Yes, call the
We've got more to get to when we come back, but before we do, one more time, we're going to put it up on the screen. Workshop, right?
Yes, workshop. So join us Monday evening, 6 p.m. at the Hilton Garden Inn, right off Crittenden Drive. We'll be there at 6 p.m. on Monday. And again, Steve Langdon's going to be there, CLLB superstar attorney. Come and see us Tuesday at 10 a.m. That's in Clarksville. And yeah, if you're in Kentucky, don't be afraid to come over to Clarksville. It is just right there. Like, it is right there.
It is not far.
And then join us, Corden. We're coming for you. Brandenburg, Tazewell, Eckerty.
It's our first time, so show up and show out for Lindsay because this is her baby.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We need 15 people at the Corden Workshop. Come on, friends. Come on out to Corden.
When we come back, we're going to talk with a couple of clients of Elder Advisors, and they happen to be YouTube stars. So you'll want to stick around for that. We'll be right back on Wave Listens Live.